向大屏幕，say hello， 欢迎来到现场的每位幸福的球迷朋友们来到开发现场。我们的金美当洒到大家的时候啊，大家可以向全国的安利观众分别来展示。
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you've got two teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Hey, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a 1st to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
Hello and welcome to the electric atmosphere of FIBA 3x3 Women's Series Shanghai stop here at Shanghai Global Harbor, the mall, where the road to the main draw begins with a qualifying field with clear favorites. Shanghai has really become one of the premier stops on the Women's Series calendar. Bright lights, elite talent, and a crowd that understands 3x3 basketball. It is 11 a.m. in China. Let's take a look at the qualifying draw A pool. Australia, clear favorites in among these 3 teams. They'll be joined by Madagascar and Sukhbaatar. And it's going to be Australia and Sukhbaatar who will be the first game to get us started today. The energy is different here, and by the end of the next couple of hours, only 2 teams will survive the qualifying draw and punch their ticket into the main draw happening later this afternoon. The road to Shanghai glory starts right now. I'm the Golden Voice, Salale Shani, and I'll be with you this weekend for Stop 3 of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series 2026. This is the 7th edition. 7 years of elite women's basketball. The best female teams in 3x3 are right here. And if you're new to 3x3 and wondering what a qualifying draw is, think of it as a mini play-in tournament for the main draw. 10 teams are automatically placed into the main draw, while 6 teams, and 3 of them you've seen in the qualifying draw A pool, will compete for the remaining 2 spots. It's good to see fan in the crowd with a replica jersey. It's going to be Australia's Kangaroos getting support from the local crowd as well, and why not? We're going to have the player introductions in just a moment, but if you're joining us on our YouTube page, let us know who you're rooting for and let us know where you're watching from. We always love to see the diversity in the comments and just how many fans they are of 3x3 basketball. So now we got the player intros to start with Australia. Some familiar faces and some not so familiar faces. Heading out onto the floor first, it's Brooke Basham. First appearance on the international 3x3 stage. She'll be coming in as a guard for Australia. And a more familiar face, Emma Clark, the forward, who ranked 2nd overall in player value at the 2026 FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup. We're expecting to see her perform well in this matchup. And then the vet, Marina Whittle, the legend, the future Hall of Famer, I am sure. And that's going to be your team roster for Australia. Coming up next, it's the second of two teams coming from Mongolia for this Shanghai stop, Sukhbaatar. They'll be entering this schedule of games as a number 15 seed. Not too much known about this team, but that excites me. And it's good to see Mongolia expanding their 3x3 teams. Already Ulaanbaatar have moved from the name underdog to becoming very established in the women's series. And it was about time that a second team was fielded from Mongolia. So that's going to be your Sukhbaatar squad for this first game of the day. It's very, very exciting. And as usual, we're expecting the program identity of Mongolia to be similar to what we've seen from Ulaanbaatar. But this is a development core that's built to feed the national system and compete on the women's series circuit. I would love to see a third team come out of Mongolia as well. They certainly have the talent as they're growing, and expect this team to play with high energy, defense first, and what we've seen from Ulaanbaatar. But those are going to be the players who will compete this lovely morning in Shanghai. Beautiful weather as well, but that's not really going to affect us since we're inside today. We're not outside. But this mall, if you go to our social media pages, FIBA 3x3W on Instagram, there are more pictures of the mall, and it is a phenomenal venue for basketball in what has become one of the fastest growing sports in the world, 3x3. We're about to get started in a few minutes here. It looks like it's going to be Clark, Hank, and Moreno Whittle being the first three players on the court to face Sukhbaatar. Australia will start with the possession, and they're going to be in your gold jerseys. It's a 10-minute sprint, and this first game of the day starts now. Hank with the first attempt. She's trying to get heated up. Australia to draw first blood. No surprise there. Revdor on the drive. We saw her practicing that left-handed layup during warm-ups. This time she snuffs out the pass. Clark trying to feed the post. So it's going to be Australia ball. Whittle. Check up top. That's a great find into the post. Clark on the cut. As Australia now take a 2-point lead. Revdor at the wing. Australia certainly with a high advantage, so Mongolia will have to be efficient as possible from beyond the arc. You can look at Clark having a heyday in the post there. Revdor having to contend with her. We've got a whistle on the floor. 3-second violation by Hannah Hank. She was camped out in the paint. And ball's going to go back to Mongolia. Bazargurev, cross, finish, beautiful make. Sukhbaatar up on the scoreboard now. Basham doesn't think twice, quick release from her, misses everything. But Australia managed to keep things alive. They got a fresh shot clock. Clark felt good about the shot, off the mark. And she brings size and shooting range, a very dangerous combination for a 3x3 player. Genuine two-way threat for the Gangaroos. Bazargurev fires. Can't get that one to drop. Oh, that's a great take by Hannah Hank. Faked the handoff. Nobody home. Australia now up 3-1, and then the rejection at the other end. This Australia squad, a very physical team, defense first. And then ball looks like it was fumbled by Nomin Erdine. Nope, poked out of bounds by Australia. Possession stays with Perevdor. Underestimated how much time she had on the shot clock. And so it's going to be a violation as the ball goes back to the Gangaroos. Basham up top. Gets the screen. That's a great play from Australia. Comes up short. Managed to keep things alive, and Whittle draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Marina Whittle bring in some Olympics experience in this team. And they've had a good start to the 3x3 calendar for Australia, finishing first at the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup earlier this year. And she's a physical, that's very smart forward as she checks the ball up. Again, a versatile player, and the great thing about Australia is they have a lot of positionless players who know how to handle the ball, shoot it, pass it. And again, a very crucial element for 3x3 basketball. Although the Gangaroos can be inconsistent from 2 points, they've not knocked down any shots from range in this game, but still plenty of time on the clock. Got 7:45 to go in this first game of the day. The cross, the shot, doesn't count. It looked like a travel violation. Yes, it was from Bazargurev. Basham wants to clear. Decides not to go with the screen. Nice little lob pass in to Clark. And that play is working well for Australia. Kick out. Engtu misses everything. Clark, turnaround jumper isn't going to drop. Ball cleared by Sukhbaatar. And then, ooh, the steal from Whittle throws it right back into the hands of Engtu. 4-point lead for Australia. It's 5-1. Got a foul on the floor. It's going to be Australia's. And so far, been a fairly clean game. 1 foul apiece. Engtu. Ball gets stolen. And then all the way to the cup, Hannah Hank gives Australia a 5-point lead. Another steal, another great defensive play. And a holding foul has been assessed on Mongolia. That's going to be their second team foul. As we head into our first TV timeout of the game, Australia up 5 points. Six qualifying draw games on deck, and then the main draw is going to begin later on today at 3 p.m. local time. We've got a full day of games, ladies and gentlemen. Nice find. That high-low for Australia is working really well. And now they've managed to make this a 6-point lead, 6:30 left on the clock. Another steal for Australia. They're going to make him pay. The posts are punishing Sukhbaatar, but finally, Revdor saw daylight. Australia with a response. And Australia did not clear the ball as they should have. So that basket will not count, as Revdor will check the ball up top. Nomerdine trying to shake off her defender. Look at the height difference. And then we got a whistle on the floor. That's going to be Sukhbaatar's third team foul. And she had been sealed in that low post, so she certainly must have thought that that was a necessary foul, as Basham, catch, shoot, no go. That's a great rebound and the putback from Emma Clark. She's been great in the boards in this game. Whittle grabs down the boards, handoff to Basham. Basham steps into the long-range shot, gets it to drop. And Australia seem to have found their offensive rhythm now. They're starting to roll as they've taken an 8-point lead against Sukhbaatar. Clark to Basham. Basham this time goes in for the drive. Nice little runner from her. Sukhbaatar not able to catch a break. It's time to try to take it in. And dangerous moves against an Australian squad that is head and shoulders above, taller than most of the players on Sukhbaatar. It's a good effort from Engtul, so she'll head to the free throw line. She shoots one, gets it in. Scores are now 11-3, approaching the halfway mark of this first game of the day. Hannah Hank gets the B-bounds and the bucket. Bazargarev almost got locked up. Revdor fires, no go. And Sukhbaatar was shooting well when they were warming up before this game from beyond the arc. But once the opening whistle goes off, things could be different. Great find for Basham on the left-hand cut. And Australia are utilizing this floor very well, but that was also a great play from Sukhbaatar. And it's a tough ask from Mongolia, who are struggling in that low block against the size and efficiency of Australia's forwards. Hannah Hank earns a trip to the freebie line. Hank made her debut for the Kangaroos at the 2025 FIBA 3x3 Champions Cup as she gets that free throw to drop. And she is the tallest player for the Kangaroos, standing at about 6'3". Whittle, pass into the paint. Yes, sir. Another basket for Hannah Hank. High-low situation is working so well for Australia. Nomerdine, the fadeaway, isn't going to get there. And we got a substitution on the floor for Sukhbaatar as Enkbayar checks back into the game. Basham to check ball up top. Whittle to Basham. That play working so well for them. The weak side pick and roll gets Basham open every single time. That's a nice pass. Then the rejection. Emma Clark playing a very aggressive defense. She's in the passing lane. She's getting the blocks. She has passed the warm-up point. Right now, she's just hooping. We got our second TV timeout on the floor. Sukhbaatar getting a warm welcome to the 3x3 world, playing against one of the best 3x3 women's teams in the series. They're hanging in there, but Australia have been dominant in this matchup and utilizing their strengths, utilizing their height advantage against the team from Mongolia. Emma Clark, check ball up top. 3:42 on the game clock. And that's just not fair. Hannah Hank making them pay once again. She posts up so well, and all it takes is a little drop step for her to make that finish. Australia 17, Sukhbaatar 4. Australia don't need all 10 minutes to get the win at this rate. Basham, she's feeling good, and she finds the bottom of the net as Australia now just 2 points away from wrapping up this game with plenty of time on the clock. Nomi Nardine pass snuffed out. And now we've got the foul and the basket for Hannah Hank. She's been a high motor big for this squad. And she has an opportunity to finish up this game from the free throw line. Hank misses the free throw. So we're back to the action. Nice handoff, Purev-Dor. High arcing shot, misses everything. Hank wants it back in the post. And Clark steps out of bounds. So ball goes back up top. A little more game time here in this matchup. Steal, the pass, the finish, the dub. We got our first win of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Australia Kangaroos walk away with the victory against Sukhbaatar. A dominant game for Australia. Scores 21-4. And Australia really capitalized on that height difference. They moved the ball well. They were operating with that nice high-low, looking for the weak side pass. And it was a beautiful first game for Australia. And they will be playing against Madagascar later on this morning. So hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. We've got our qualifying draw Pool B matchup coming up between China and Takasaki.
在飞马赛的现场，超越自己，超越梦想，一起为我们支持的球星和球队加油喝彩，保持热情，共同期待稍后的比赛开启的时间也是越来越近了，一起加油！此刻大屏幕上展现的是现场球迷朋友们挥手 say hello， 微微的看哪个新的球迷现在出现在大屏幕上呢？欢迎各位！咱们现场 VIP 坐席每一位球迷啊，都是非常的专注啊，准备好了吗？3x3。
All right, we've got our first qualifying draw B matchup of the day. China will face Takasaki from Japan. And home crowd delighted to watch the first domestic team perform this lovely morning in Shanghai. We're at the Shanghai Global Harbor here over the weekend for stop 3 of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series 2026. We're not outside today, we're inside. Let's head out to the floor as we listen in on the team introductions for China. And that's going to be your team roster for Team China. A lot of familiar faces here. China, an Asian powerhouse. They've got 3 teams in this Shanghai stop. Before we get to know more about them, let's listen in on the team introduction for the team from Japan, Takasaki, starting off with Nami Nita. As Misora Iha takes the floor, she's going to be the floor general for this squad from Japan, one of 2 teams from the beautiful country of Japan. And it's going to be an exciting Asian derby as these 2 teams fight to qualify for the main draw happening later on today. Takasaki, strongly supported by Japan's domestic 3x3 ecosystem. It's a competitive team that has not yet reached elite levels globally, but the mere fact that they're fielding more teams from Japan means that they're really trying to get there. And their style of play, you can expect to see it fast, you expect it to flow. Their general weakness at the elite level is just their height disadvantage. So tallest player is going to be Fatoumana Nishi. That's number 7 on your screens for Takasaki. And when you're facing bigger teams like China, we have heights that go up to 6'6", 6'7". becomes a tough ask to get a win unless you are cash money from beyond the arc. So let's see if Takasaki can find their hot hand quickly and cause a major upset against a China squad that is moving from strength to strength and considered one of the top women's 3x3 teams globally. Who's going to handle Heng Yu Yang, though? Number 1 on your screens. You can see the distinct size advantage that she has over Japan's players. But hey, you know what? This is 3x3. Anything can happen. We've seen surprises. We've seen upsets. We've seen shorter teams go up against taller teams and take them down. So let's see what's up with Takasaki. We are game live. Second game of the day. Wang Xiao couldn't get that one to fall. Nishi, primary scorer for Takasaki. Heat check, still a little bit cold. Yang kicks it out for the 2-ball. No. Rebound chased down by China, and then Yang overshot the pass. Xiao. You can see them talking it out, making the necessary adjustments. No score yet for either side. Yokoi kicks it out for the 2. Basket good! Yang now trying to look to hand off the pass. That's great defense, and then defense turns to offense on the other end as Takasaki. 3 points. China up on the scoreboard now. Nishi, cross over the hands of Yang, and the pace of this Takasaki squad is excellent, but Yang shook off all defenders. Easy basket for her there. Nishi, she's got that ball on a string, can't get that one to fall. You can see the quick hands of Japan. Yokoi fouls. Seems she knew China hadn't beaten that possession. She didn't want that smoke, so it's going to be the first foul for Takasaki, who have a slight 2-point lead here. Gana Jing on the drive, off the box. Now it's a 1-point game. Yokoi off the one leg. Nice soft touch finish for her. Brings it back to a 2-point game. Spin move for Wang Xia. Nishi hands it off to Yokoi. Yokoi could go all the way. She does, but doesn't get it to drop. And now Yang muscling her way to the basket. They're going to give a 3-second call violation to her. Can't have your back to the hoop for longer than 3 seconds. Can't be camped out in the paint for longer than 3 seconds. But China need to do a better job of playing with the advantages that they clearly have over Takasaki. Takasaki! Number 18, Misora. Great move, just couldn't finish it. Now Yang, power dribble, and up to the cup. It's a tie game with 7:30 on the game clock. Yokoi, casually, off the glass, gets back the lead. And it's a great defensive effort from Takasaki as the ball goes out of bounds. And last touch was Takasaki, so it's going to be China ball. Wang Xia kicks it out to Yang. Yang feels good from beyond the arc. Yang gets the bounce and the bucket. China now with first lead of the game since the opening whistle. Nishi tries to get it off before the buzzer. She does. Comes up empty. Some nice give and go action for China. They weren't able to convert in that possession. Misora, no go. Yang, she has been confident from beyond the arc. And doesn't get that one, but rebound scooped up by Wang Xia. Yokoi, good find. And the finish, the reverse lay-in for Fatumanana Nishi. Wow, being able to pass that ball over the hands of Yang, that was great timing. Then a beautiful finish. Takasaki are in this game, and they are playing with belief and giving China pressure. It's a 1-point game with 6:16 on the game clock. Track ball up top. Shao. Ganajin shakes off the defender. Good, unselfish basketball on display. They got a fresh shot clock. Kick out to Shao from downtown. Mingyun Shao gets China a 3-point lead. Misora Iha, left-handed lane isn't going to get there. And China will clear. Gana Jing, she's had a quiet offensive game. And just as I say that, shoots the deuce. And China now at 12 points, starting to heat up here. I don't know what was discussed in that timeout, but I'm sure it was something along the lines of, all right, guys, everyone warm? Let's go. Let's crank it up a gear. Nishi at the top of the key. She's got Yang on her, trying to shake her off. And that's great footwork. It's a good move, but couldn't finish it. Gana Jing, heat check. Doesn't get that 2-ball to go. Yang, she wants it back. And we got a whistle on the floor. A basket doesn't count. Looked like she had her back to the basket for too long again. So it's going to be Takasaki ball. And Yang's got to keep a close eye on that. She knows she has the advantage. Just needs to utilize it a little bit more efficiently. Under 5 minutes to go here in this qualifying draw Pool B game. Handover, Wang Xia. Wang Xia back to Yang. Yang through the contact. And she will shoot a free throw. And you can tell that she wanted the and one. She wanted to finish that play, get the basket, and head to the free throw line. China has played at the 2 previous stops earlier in Chengdu. They finished in the semifinals. And then again at the Manila stop, got to the quarters, finished 6th there. And now here they come, the qualifying draw, looking to continue to improve their performance. Excellent footwork from Fatumanana Nishi, most accomplished player on this Takasaki roster. Knows how to get her defender off their feet and finish up the play, and she has a chance to make this a 2-point play. Misses the free throw. Yang. Yang against Yokoi. Yang gets her own rebound. Second chance is good. She's doing a great job cleaning up the boards, being effective on the glass. The step back, Misora rattles it in. And Takasaki, 10 points now for them. Kick out to Yang. Yang, will she shoot it? Yes, she does. Misora. Nishi. Nishi, slight hesitation, takes advantage of her speed. Oh, she's robbed. Wasn't able to get that basket. And Yang now finds Wen Xie on the backdoor cut as China take a 5-point lead. What should be a 5-point lead now? No, 4-point lead. The game continues on. Takasaki, 2 points away. They're still within reach here. Yang, she's got 2 on her. And Takasaki pick up their third team foul. As we got another TV timeout on the floor. It's 3:24 seconds on the clock. China 14, Takasaki 12 points. And you can see Takasaki a little bit winded, but what an incredible effort from them against this China squad that many thought would go over a team like Takasaki. They enter in as a number 16 seed, China a 3 seed. So definitely considered one of the top women's teams at this stop. But Takasaki are giving as good as they're getting. And now they're just down 2. Ganajing out to Lee. Lee comes up short. Nishi, we know what she can do when she has the rock in her hands. It's an ISO situation. Fade away isn't going to get there. And looks like it was a little contact under the basket there. So we're trying to get the rebounds. So Takasaki get back the possession. Misora to get things started at the logo. Misora thought about the shot, changed her mind. Nishi, step back. Ganajing saw it coming. Snuffed that attempt out and then turns defense to offense. Ming Yanshao gets China to 15 points. Nishi manages to draw the foul from Ganajing, who will have a seat as her teammate Wen Xie checks back in. Wen Xie, still fairly new to the senior 3x3 competition, developing a feel for the spacing and transition of this game. Oh, Misora with a hesitation, then the reverse lay-in isn't going to get there. Beautiful move. You gotta finish it. Yang. You'll pull it out and you got a foul on the floor. That's gonna be Japan's 4th team foul. Neither team in the bonus yet. So it's been a clean game. Physicality hasn't been too big in this matchup. Yang knew exactly where she wanted to go, knew exactly what she wanted to do, and all Misora Iha could do was watch. Great job from Yang to draw the foul. So she'll shoot one from the charity stripe, as Takasaki 1 foul away from being in the bonus. Yang gets it to go. Nishi now throws it out of bounds. She thought her teammate was there. So miscommunication on the floor. And now we got a timeout called by Takasaki as China starting to look more confident than they were at the beginning of this game when Takasaki was hanging with them, have managed to create some distance from this squad that continues to fight to the final minute. We've got 2:06 on the game clock. 4-point lead for China. 2-possession game. Lee gets it into Yang. Yang handoff to Gana Jing. Gana Jing, stop and pop. No go. Yang rebound. Double pass out to Gana Jing, who drains the 2-point shot. Takasaki looking to respond, and you want the ball in the hands of Fatumanana Nishi, who's comfortable in high-pressure moments. She lives for the pressure and has been doing a great job offensively and defensively as Yang knocks down the 2 just before the buzzer. Now that's the 2-point shot she's been looking for all game. And she has been successful twice from beyond the arc. Speaks to the versatility of China's bigs. They can be effective in the low block, but the China 3x3 program also makes sure that their post players can be legitimate threats from beyond the arc. As Nishi gets things started for Takasaki with 1:11 on the clock. China, a basket away from calling game. Ho ho, Misora keeping things alive for Takasaki. And then she wanted the foul. She didn't get it. I'll tell you who did though. China with the first dub of the game for them, coming at the hands of Ning Yan Shao. And China walk away with the victory. And it's the ending most of us expected, but Takasaki gave it to them and kept them on their toes for the better part of the game. As we now get ready to play the second game out of Pool A. It's Madagascar and Sukhbaatar coming up next, but that's the final score, 22-15 between China and Takasaki.
Team Sukhbaatar, fans, are you ready? Team Madagascar, fans, are you ready? Here we have now is the team Madagascar versus team Sukhbaatar. First team.
All right, let's get ready for the third game of the day between Madagascar and Sukhbaatar. We got some team introductions coming up. Coming up first, it's going to be number 25 of Madagascar, Rakotonirina. And that's going to be the full team roster for Madagascar as they get ready to face Sukhbaatar, who are playing their second game of the day. Earlier on, we saw them get taken down by Australia. And they get ready to keep their main draw hopes alive. Sukhbaatar, the second team out of Mongolia at this stop, had can only be described as a rude welcome to 3x3 basketball, facing one of the best women's teams globally in Australia. And they have a better chance against Madagascar, but Madagascar are also a team to be reckoned with, especially on the African continent. They have been winning the Africa Cup over the past several years consistently. Both their men's and women's programs considered the best, only receiving competition against teams like Egypt and Kenya, and are starting to become regular attendance at the women's series, FIBA 3x3 women's series. So it's great to see them here. It's great to have them here representing the continent as these teams get warmed up. It's going to be interesting to see how they match up against each other. The height difference isn't too large, so a little bit more evenly matched up, and they have similar team profiles. Both are shifty players who know how to handle the ball. It's a speedy team. Madagascar don't really rely too much on their shooting at this stage. They're great at slashing and cutting towards the basket, and if Sukhbaatar's first game was anything to go by, they could be twins. So let's see who gets the upper hand.
Now, FIBA 3x3 women's series, Shanghai 2026.
Madagascar actually played at the FIBA 3x3 World Cup in 2025. Unfortunately, they finished last. Speaking of the FIBA 3x3 World Cup, it's coming up in just a couple of weeks here. It's going to be played in Poland as we have our first turnover for Sukhbaatar. It's going to be Madagascar ball. Tokin Laina gets it in. Sarobidi. Zargarev, great find for the cutting finish from Nomin Ardine. And Madagascar quick on transition. Bazargurev. Beautiful pass, and they've been doing a great job of finding the open woman. Just need to make their baskets. Madagascar's Rakotonarina off the mark. Spin, no finish from Bazargurev. It's a clear out, and another beautiful pass. Reverse lay-in isn't going to get there. And Madagascar doing a good job of spacing the floor, giving them the opportunities to see the open, cutting woman. You just need to finish up on their layups. You're missing bunnies. Reward yourself. And look at the drive and the dish. We got another whistle on the floor. And it was a technical. So it's going to be a free throw for Sukhbaatar. Nomi Nardine will take it. And now it's tied game. 2 points apiece, 8:48 on the clock. Bazargurev in. Find Ekbayar. Madagascar trying to see if they've got it from range. Comes up short. Steal back from Perevdor. And then Madagascar get it back. The extra pass. Can they finish it up? No. 3-second violation. And it's a good defensive effort from both ends, but both sides also struggling to connect on their shots. See if the next 8 minutes and 25 seconds will change. Nomi Nardine right at her defender. It's going to be Madagascar ball up top. Left-handed layup. And Sidoni, well, that's going to be Tokin Laina, manages to draw the foul, so she'll head to the free throw line. She'll shoot one. Off target. Gets her own rebound. This time the scoop play, that isn't going to get there either. Bazargurev high off the glass. Big boards. Didn't get the finish. Madagascar get the ball. Tokin Laina clears. Kicks it out for the shot. Sidoni from downtown isn't going to get there. But I'll tell you who is there. Tokin Laina manages to convert that possession for Madagascar. And both teams very scrappy defensively. And then the two-point shot knocked down by Tokin Laina as she earns a well-deserved seat. We have a substitution on the floor for Madagascar. So Madagascar now with a 3-point lead against Sukhbaatar. Perevdor, no good. Ball is kicked out. Oh, and just a little bit too much juice on that pass, so it's going to be a turnover for Madagascar. As back onto the floor goes Tokin Laina. Nomi Nardine at the elbow. She kicks it out to the wing. Oh, that's a great move from Perevdor. Tokin Laina brings it out. Spin move. And it's a foul called on number 9 of Bazargurev as we take a first TV timeout of the game. Madagascar has been doing a better job of spacing out the floor and finding the open woman, but both teams have been very scrappy defensively. We've seen a lot of steals, but we've also seen a lot of turnovers. And good attempts at the basket, but the conversion rate has been low as Sukhbaatar got some things to figure out. Make sure Madagascar doesn't extend this lead much further. Tokin Laina. Line violation, so she gets bailed out in the second opportunity to try and knock down this free throw. Oh, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and you might just get it to drop, and that's exactly what happened there as Sukhbaatar tried to stop the bleeding. Yes, Bazargurev to get him to 3 points. Sarbudi. Great take, but no finish for Bazargurev. She's got another second chance here. This time, gets it to drop. Sidoni has to get rid of the rock. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Split through the defense. Tokin Laina gets it done for Madagascar. Nomi Nardine chases down the ball. We got a 2-point attempt from Madagascar. Sarobidi fakes the pass, spin move, great unselfish basketball. But once again, the finish. They're missing the easy shots. And not only is that deflating, it also makes it a low scoring game here. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left. Grevdor up top. Bazargurev thought about the shot, decides to go for it. Bit too strong. Sarobidi. Sarobidi from downtown, automatic. And Madagascar continuing to create some distance here. As we have a foul on Ank Bayar as she was going up. It's going to be Madagascar's third. She gets it to go as Madagascar take a 4-point lead here. Tokin Laina. She's been a legitimate threat for Madagascar. Great pass. Shot clock violation. 1 pass too many. Remember, just 12 seconds on the shot clock, so decisions have to be made quickly. It's what 3x3 is all about. Nomi Nardine fakes the handoff. Finds the beautiful cut from Bazargurev and the reverse lay-in. Now a 3-point game. Tokin Laina! 2-piece is good. And then now she gets the steal off the glass, just slightly off target. But Tokin Laina, great shot from range, and Madagascar showing their stretch. They've been shooting decently in this game. It's now scores 11-6, back to a 5-point lead for Madagascar. Sarobidi up top. Into the elbow. Sidoni. Sidoni rattles it in. 6-point lead, Madagascar. Bazargurev steps into the 2-ball, comes up short. Madagascar starting to look like a more composed team in this matchup as Rako Tonirina shakes off her defender, gets the bucket. And Madagascar are really rolling now as they make it a 7-point lead. They're getting it done on the offensive and defensive end. A great find. And then out of position, Rako Tonirina. As we take a second TV timeout, Madagascar starting to dominate the team from Mongolia, who have been struggling with their shooting efficiency in this game. Second game of the day, first game for Madagascar. Remember, only one team per pool will advance to the main draw. As we take a look at the Madagascar fans there, you love to see it. All the way showing some love in China. Madagascar very far from home. I'm sure they appreciate that support. Nomin Erdine trying to dish off the ball, gets it to Perevdor. Perevdor working on her defender. Great idea, just couldn't finish it. They got 8 on the shot clock. Sarabidi kicks it out for the shot. As Sidoni checks out of the game, and back in is Rakotonirina. Nomin Erdine, she's got 2 on her, no problem. Gets it to fall, and then Sukhbaatar get the steal. Quick transition offense, and they are still alive in this game. Madagascar, Toki Laina trying to go all the way to it, fumbles the ball, and it's going to be Sukhbaatar possession. Nomin Erdine at the elbow and turns the ball over. Look at the play from Rakotonirina. Everyone is producing on the Madagascar squad here. And then another turnover for Sukhbaatar. As you can see that they're still trying to work out their team chemistry and understand who is positioned where on the floor. And it's the growing pains of a new team. As you see, it's going to be another turnover, but it's a whistle on the floor, so that's going to be a team foul for Sukhbaatar. Rakotonirina tries to go all the way with it, draws the foul. And it's going to be 4 for Sukhbaatar. Free throws, missed free throws. And then on the other end of the floor, making them pay, Bazargurev drills the 2 ball. Madagascar looking to answer, no good. We've got the clear from Nomin Erdine, and she didn't know the ball was coming, so another turnover for Sukhbaatar. And these turnovers will come back to haunt them if they're not careful. Ravaka, the scoop. Can't get it, and then a great hustle play from Rakotonirina will send her back to the free throw line. We got a team timeout on the floor with just under 2 minutes to go here in this second qualifying draw Pool A game that has seen Madagascar dominate Sukhbaatar. Sukhbaatar struggling with their turnovers. Their efficiency has been wanting, and they've not been able to connect on the easy shots. But we have seen them make some clutch 2 balls. Madagascar definitely showing a better game here in this matchup. Let's see how Sukhbaatar adjusts for the remainder of the game. Madagascar missing that free throw. Then we got another whistle on the floor as Nomin Erdine picks up another personal foul. She'll check out for the game as Enk Bayar checks back in. See, she was frustrated on that call. She doesn't quite know what she needs to adjust on, which can be frustrating for any basketball player. Sarabidi into the paint, back out for the 2-ball. No. Sukhbaatar to clear. Bazargurev doesn't think twice about it. She knows she's got that hot hand. And now it's a 2-point game. Madagascar still with the lead. This time she's blocked on that attempt. And Sidoni will pick up the foul. As Madagascar use their timeout. Less than a minute after the other timeout. Trying to disrupt the flow of Sukhbaatar, who seemed very determined to leave this Shanghai stop with a win, even if they don't advance to the main draw. What is important is having a good showing, making sure you're leaving it all on the court. And that looks like what Sukhbaatar is trying to do here. Down 2 points, check ball up top. Can Sukhbaatar get their first win of the 2026 Women's Series? Bazargurev, pick and roll looked good. Weren't able to complete the execution. And now Rakotonorina runs right out of bounds. So it's going to go back to Sukhbaatar. Another possession for them to utilize. Nomi Nardine trying to work the handoff. And ball is poked out of bounds. It looks like it was last touch, Sukhbaatar. So Tokin Laina up top. Hezi straight to the cup. Yes, sir. Madagascar now at 15 points. And a dangerous pass is disrupted and stolen away by Sarabidi. Madagascar with 5 seconds on the shot clock. It's stolen back. And Sukhbaatar have an attempt at the rim. What a game this has been. Both teams have been very aggressive defensively. We talked about how similar their playing styles are, and when you have two teams that are similar in nature, you will see a lot of turnovers, you will see a lot of steals, because they know what's coming. Ravaka, 3 seconds on the clock. Misses, and another miss under the rim from Tokin Laina. And those are the opportunities you just cannot pass up. It's going to be check ball up top. Madagascar 3-point lead, under 10 seconds to go. Bazargurev, they're going to have to shoot it. There's no time left, and just to cap off the win, number 11, Tokin Laina smacks that ball away and sends Sukhbaatar packing as they get their first win of the day. Look at them appreciating the fans. Listen, these girls are a long way from home, and that kind of support means everything to them on the global stage of 3x3. So Madagascar takes the lead, 15 to 12 points for Sukhbaatar. And what an entertaining game that was. But we've got more hoops on the way as Thailand and Takasaki are up next.
现场大家伙儿也是嗨了一上午，我们的精彩还将继续。每场比赛都是悬念拉满，见证女篮巅峰队员一起加油。Ladies and gentlemen, here we have now as a team Thailand versus team Takasaki. First team Thailand, number 7, Sukhbaatar. Number 25, Sukhbaatar. And number 29, Number 8, Sukhbaatar. Clap your hands for Team Thailand. And now, representing Team Takasaki, are you going to race number 17, and number 1, Masaya Kui. 7, Photon Banana Nishi. And number 18,
All right, it's the fourth game of the day. Thailand versus Takasaki. Takasaki played earlier against China. They went down in that game 22-15. They've been looking to get a dub here against Thailand, a squad that enters as a number 12 seed. But this is a team that is known to cause upsets. Once upon a time, they took down Team USA and Ulaanbaatar qualifying draw games. And it's the same squad on your screens here that did that damage then, so that means they can do the damage here. So they will play against Takasaki. Takasaki looking to walk away with at least a win here in qualifying draw. Saw a great performance from Fatumanana Nishi in the game against China. And she is the primary scorer for this team from Japan. She was a top 5 scorer at the FIBA 3x3 Asia Cup in 2025 and has great scoring instincts. And it will be interesting to see how she matches up against Thailand's face of the team, face of franchise, I like to call him, Rattiakorn Udomsuk, also known as Junie, the number 1 player in Thailand. Versatile scorer. She has that quick first step and knows how to blow by her defenders and make it look so easy. So when Thailand, they are at their best when the pace is high, so this will be a high-paced game. And if they speed you up and Domsuk is in scoring rhythm, they can really turn any game into a shootout very quickly. So you want to keep a close eye on number 29 for Thailand, Domsuk. A lot of the offense goes through her, but she's joined by number 8, Supavadi Konchuan. She would be the most complete player on the squad. Has physicality and some size on the court. Again, Thailand, not a very tall team, but they know how to compensate for that with quickness. As they face Takasaki, that's Team China, bottom end of your screens there. They're sitting on a nice, comfortable 1-0 record. And They will be playing against this Thailand team in about an hour. So no surprise to find them in the stands, certainly doing some extra last-minute scouting as they prepare to face them later. It's a fun crowd here at Shanghai Global Harbor. You can do some shopping, catch some hoops. And China love their basketball. Let me tell you, there are 3 Chinese teams at this Shanghai stop, and we're going to get introduced to the rest of them later in main draw. On Yanjing and Beijing playing in the main draw. And if China advances from the qualifying draw, we'll officially have 3 teams in the main draw and a higher chance for China to get a championship win or stop win. First stop win for the season. This is the 3rd stop of the FIBA 3x3 Women's Series. A couple of weeks ago, we were in Chengdu. This is the 2nd time we're in China with Shanghai. And then after Chengdu, it was Manila, and Team USA won both stops. And since they are not here at this stop, we know for a fact that we will have a new winner. Can't make it 3-time back-to-back champions. So at the end of the day tomorrow, we will know who the winner of this stop will be. As usual, I'm Salale Shani, and I'll be with you through the action this weekend here in Shanghai. It's good to see the activity on our YouTube page and hear the comments and the conversations going on about the teams that are playing. Let us know where you're watching from. This game is going to get started in just a few minutes. All right, we're just about ready to begin this 4th game of the day. Thailand looking to take down this Takasaki side and get a win, as Takasaki trying to keep their main draw hopes alive and also get a win. That's the whistle. We are game live. Nishi passes it off for the shot, and that is way off from Misora, the floor general. She's generally a pass-first kind of player, but we have seen her be more aggressive with her shot attempts. And then now it looks like we got an off-the-ball whistle, but I think I heard someone as well. So when she heard that whistle, she turned around like, is it me? Yokoi! Oh, that would have been an excellent play. That was great ball movement, and Yokoi was expecting her teammate to make the full cut. We've got a turnover on the floor, so it's going to be Thailand ball. Kun Chuan Ball goes out of bounds. Misora from downtown. Misora. Udomsuk looking to respond. Goes for the mid-range shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And then gets the ball back with a steal. And they're clear. She's got Nishi on her. Sends her to the floor. Goes for the shot. That one isn't going to drop. And Thailand doing a good job cleaning up the glass. Yokoi trying to get it into Nishi. Knew the pass was coming. And look at that, all the way to the rack. Thailand looking very comfortable on the floor right now. Got a whistle on the floor. So we got a check ball. Thailand looking very, very comfortable on the offensive end of things. Here comes Yokoi. Yokoi too strong, gets her own rebound, puts it right back up. Back to a 1-point game, 8:16 on the clock. Samat to Udomsuk. Udomsuk, she is such a legitimate threat from beyond the arc. And she's now got 2-pointers for her. Takasaki responding. They get tangled up. We got a whistle on the floor. Back to the action. Thailand moving well. They've got fresh legs. Udomsuk lines it up, knocks it down. Thailand now at 8 points. They got a 3-point lead. Then Yokoi goes right out of bounds. Thailand being very aggressive offensively. And it's working well from them. I think Udomsuk wanted the call there, but no call. Ref says, let the girls play. Takasaki, look at the rejection. A great defensive play as we have a substitution on the floor. The block, the recovery, clear. Thailand are in the driver's seat. They are taking over this game. Udomsuk now with a steal. They're working that ball so well. Look at the hang time and the finish. Wang Tafa. Samat. She's at the wing. She's working on her defender. The step back to 1 point is not going to get there for Kun Chuan. Samat's going to check it up top. Got a warning here on the floor. Yeah, it's street ball, but we still got rules. And that's just a great play from Thailand. Beautiful finish for Wang Tafa. And Thailand now with the lead, 12 points to 5. Hard to believe that this is their first game of the day. They were warmed up from the get. They've been keeping their foot on the gas. And Takasaki are having a tough time keeping up. We got 6:26 on the clock. Samat, the wing, looking at her options. Gets it to Wang Tafa. Wang Tafa. Woo, beautiful finger roll finish. She's moving so well on the floor. As Misora, long distance too. Is it going to get there? Yokoi. I think she stepped on the line. She did, so it's going to be Thailand ball, and Thailand are locked in. It's an 8-point lead. High-scoring game for them. Wang Tafa. Now spacing not so great for Thailand in this possession. Everyone in the same area, but look at that. The rebound from Kun Chuan. Nishi, can she change the fortunes of Takasaki? Manages to draw the foul. She's been more quiet in this game than in the game she had earlier against China. And the game is quickly getting out of reach for Takasaki to make a comeback as Nishi misses the free throw. Yokoi to clear. Nishi gets her defender in the air. Left her stuck on 2 feet. And then the backdoor pass from Kun Chuan. Right idea. But execute the play. Nita, check ball. Takasaki gets it into Nishi. Nishi the handoff to Misora. Misora, shot looked good, couldn't get it to drop. And it's gonna be Thailand ball up top. Wang Tafa, get the team in white started with Domsuk. She's dangerous when she's attacking the hoop like that, but she's got Nishi on her. Fade away is good. And another basket for Thailand, who continue to move from strength to strength. Nishi up top. I thought she wanted the ISO. No, she shares the ball. That's a nice move from Nita. Kun Chuan to clear. Tries to find her teammate on the cup. Thailand keep it alive. Kun Chuan gets it back. Just off target. As Takasaki continue to struggle with their shooting. Wang Tafa gets it to Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan back to Wang Tafa. Wang Tafa, hard baseline drive. Too strong on that attempt. Kun Chuan cleans up the mess. Gets Thailand up to 16 points. Nishi blows past 2 defenders. Tries to get the foul in the basket. Missed the attempt, but will earn a trip to the free throw line. Now a 10-point lead for Thailand with 4:28 left. This has been a very fast-paced game for the team from Thailand. And we talked about Domsuk getting hot, but really everyone's come to play today. Domsuk. Yeah, that's going to be travel violation. The mind was willing, the body was weak. So Misora to get things started for Takasaki. Nishi to Misora. They're setting things up for her to take that shot, and she does. Big 2-ball for Takasaki, but they're still just so far from Thailand, who have been red hot this game. It's an 8-point lead. And now great hustle on the floor from Takasaki. Domsuk cleans up the glass. She'll clear, trying to set things up. There's now 6 seconds on the shot clock. Decisions have to be made. We got a whistle on the floor. Basket doesn't count. It's going to be a TV timeout as Takasaki now with 4 team fouls. Thailand have been dominant in this game. They've been focusing on steals. They've been converting their attempts, and everyone has been contributing. You know, we've talked about if you get Udomsuk's going, then Thailand are in a good place, but really everyone is coming to the table and contributing in their areas of strength, and Thailand are well on their way to victory. Let's see if Takasaki can claw their way back into this game. From the Wang Tafa with the ball up top. Kun Chuan now at the elbow gets it back to Wang Tafa. Wang Tafa left-handed lay-in. Right-handed finish isn't going to get there. Yokoi up top to Misora. Misora, long 2 isn't going to get there. Looks like Thailand are trying to set something up here. We got the high pick. Ball to Domsuk. Domsuk loses it and then picks up a foul. It's great defense from Misora Iha. Yokoi to Nishi. Nishi could go all the way with it. She comes up short. Wang Tafa now, she has the space to shoot. She does. And it's just slightly off target. Kun Chuan. Strong move in the post. Couldn't score, but earned the trip to the free throw line. And she really is the go-to player on Thailand's squad when it comes to rebounding and doing the dirty work in the paint. She's not the tallest forward, but her physicality makes up for height. As Thailand now at 17 points. Yokoi grabs her own rebound. And Takasaki now at 9. Kun Chuan. Backdoor pass to Wang Tafa. And they are putting on a passing clinic in this game. As Nishi gets a bucket for Takasaki. She contributed a little bit more in the game against China earlier on today. Please understand, it's long days for 3x3 players at these stops. And not a lot of time to rest as we take a timeout on the floor. Thailand back to an 8-point lead, and they really have been the dominant force in this matchup as Takasaki starting to lose time and opportunities to get the victory. If they are to come back, it would probably be the comeback of the season. Down 8, not much time left on the game clock. As you see, it's a packed house. It's packed mall here at Shanghai Global Harbor. Samat Kunchuan. Kunchuan almost loses it. Domsuk draws the foul against Yokoi. That's going to be Takasaki's 6th, as seventh actually, as Udomsuk heads to the free throw line. She should shoot 2. I think her feet were behind the arc. Yes, she will have 2 shots. Domsuk gets the first one to go. Domsuk, clutch from free throw line. Thailand now just 1 point away from victory. So we have a whistle on the floor. It's going to be Thailand's 5th foul, as Domsuk has a seat, and Wong Tafa checks back into the game. Misora Iha, we've seen her attempt a lot from beyond the arc. Time you give her the space, she will take it. Sidestep 2 isn't going to get there. Yokoi chases it down. Nishi, left-handed drive, rejected by Kung Chuan. Great defensive play from the athletic forward. Takasaki have something cooking. Misora thought Yokoi was cutting to the basket. It's a great pass. It's like Misora didn't seem to have expected it. It's gonna be white ball. Samat gets it to Udomsuk. Udomsuk at the elbow. Spins. She's working on Yokoi. Shakes her off like a leaf. And that will take Thailand to victory, 21-10 points. A very dominant win for Thailand against the team from Japan, Takasaki, who unfortunately it's the end of the road for them at this qualifying draw. And a great effort from them, but 2 losses confirms that they will not be advancing to the main draw. Thailand still have their hopes alive, and they will face China, and the winner of that game is the team that will advance from the qualifying draw pool B to the main draw. That's coming later. Enjoy some of these highlights, and we'll be right back with more action. Australia versus Madagascar is up next.
Let's go! FIBA 3x3 Women's Series.与此同时呢，我们场内的位置也是向现场的观众朋友们，大家可以移步到场内来零距离感受女篮姑娘们比赛的精彩、热血的高燃瞬间。Here we have now is the team Australia versus team Madagascar. First team Australia number 8, Blue Boucher. South is somewhere in our
And that's going to be your 4-woman squad that's taking on Australia in this final qualifying draw Pool A matchup. Madagascar versus Australia. Australia took down Sukhbaatar 21-4. Blew them out of the water earlier on today. They're feeling good to go, as Kirong Shi helping the two captains decide who's going to have the possession. Madagascar also started off this qualifying draw with a win, so both teams, the 1-0 record, the winner of this game will advance to Pool A. Australia, of course, with the clear advantage based on their just experience. It's a team built on depth and physicality, and we saw that in their first game as their two post players, Emma Clark and Hannah Hank, really went to work and contributed offensively in a major way for the Kangaroos. Different style for Madagascar. They don't have the size, but they do have the speed. They got shifty players who know how to handle the ball. They know how to transition quickly from offense to defense. So they have to figure out how they're going to stop the strength and the length of Team Australia. Here we go. Game live. Whittle fires a pass into Clark. Clark back out to Basham. That's a great defensive effort from Madagascar to make the stop. Force Australia to a shot clock violation. Just need to do a little bit more of that and score some baskets, and they are well on their way. Steal from Australia. And this is what they do, converting defense to offense. Hannah Hank with a finish. Gets Australia to draw first blood. Quick response on the other end of the floor from Tokin Laina. Clark. Feed into Hank. Hank this time manages to draw the foul. And it's picked up by City. So Hank will shoot a free throw. Misses. Madagascar manages to keep things alive. Sidoni tumble on the floor. No stoppage of play. As that quick defense to offense transition from and utilizing the high-low is what gave them the quick lead against Takasaki earlier on today, and looks like they're going to use that same trend against Madagascar. Still a 1-point game, though. 8:50 on the clock. Tokin Laina get things started. Long two isn't going to get there. Whittle to clear. Whittle back in to Hannah Hank, and I don't know if the floor was slippery, might be. And I'm wiping it up, making sure that all the women are properly taken care of. Don't want any casualties, unnecessary casualties on the floor. It's still a 1-point game. Whittle get things started, and they have to be careful with those post players. Madagascar doing their best against that height of the Kangaroos. Sidoni. And that's a prayer thrown up by Rakotonirina. It is answered. What a play from her. The no-look hook shot off the glass finish. I bet even she was surprised. Basham is now checked in for Australia. That's excellent defense from Tokin Laina. Strips the ball, gives the pass. Oh, execution was not completed. Possession not converted, and Madagascar really, I must commend them for the defensive effort that they are showing on this floor against Australia. Like I said earlier, in 3x3, nothing is given, everything is earned. And if Australia want this victory, they're going to have to earn it. Madagascar just need to score. Basham had the space, takes the shot, comes up empty. Ball is cleared by Token Laina. Token Laina, does she have the answer? No. Rebound chased down by Rakotoni Rina, and then she manages to draw the foul. Rakotoni Rina connects. Whittle. She's been quiet in this game. Looks like she's had to activate her shooting skill now that it's been a slow start for Australia. Kangaroos still in the lead just by a basket. And that's going to be a holding foul by Whittle. Madagascar looking very composed in this matchup, as Token Laina gets things started for Madagascar up top. Rakotini Rina wants the ball, but the travel violation called on her. But I have to say, I love the confidence that Madagascar are playing with. And that's a hard foul on Hank as she heads to the basket. She'll head to the free throw line. Madagascar been doing a good job to make sure that she's not as active as she was earlier today in the low post. As she hits the free throw, it's going to be 2-point lead now for Australia. Ravaka goes for the shot. She's robbed. In and out. And then Emma Clark lost her positioning and steps out of bounds as we take a first. I thought it was first TV timeout, but yes, it is. First TV timeout. Australia. No smiles on their faces. They've got some things they've got to figure out. Again, this is one of the most established Australian women's 3x3 cores, but we are seeing some new faces than what we've usually been seeing over the last couple of years coming out of Australia to represent the Kangaroos. And they are working on their chemistry, working on establishing a new, strong core unit as the FIBA 3x3 Africa Cup champions turn the ball over and try to make sure this game doesn't get out of reach. Basham, check ball up top. Basham trying to look for Whittle. It's great defense. Whittle, so strong in that low block. So strong. She earns herself a trip to the free throw line. Whittle misses the free throw, gets her own rebound, misses that attempt as well as Clark clears. Whittle, the bump, draws the foul. She's heading to the free throw line again as Rakotini Rina picks up another foul and will head to the box to have a breather. Whittle 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Rakotini Rina trying to feed. It's a kick out for the shot. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Too strong. And look at Madagascar grabbing boards over the taller Kangaroos. Token Laina misses. It's chased down by City. City with the runner. Shot comes out flat. And Australia now with another opportunity to score. Megan Little lines it up. And she's way off. Sidoni gets it out for the three-point shot. And both teams now have cooled off as Clark tries to get them back into offensive rhythm. Tokunlaina gets it in. Nice, easy lay-in for Rakotinirina. Manages to keep it a two-point game. Basham now on the drive. Didn't have the legs to finish the play. And ball is poked out of bounds by Tokunlaina. So we're going to have a reset up top. Quick conversation for Australia. Madagascar have been extremely disruptive for Australia's structured offense, and two very different styles of play for two very different teams. Clark. Tokunlaina try to strip the ball away from her. They're going to have a foul. Sorry, that was not Clark, that was Hank. Hannah Hank. And Australia have been struggling from the charity stripe in this matchup. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Australia up 6-4. And because Madagascar have 17 fouls, they're in the bonus, so that's why Australia shot 2 free throws. Get more accustomed to the rules of 3x3. We got a hard foul on the floor. It's going to be a red ball. Sarobidi to check it up top. She gets it back. She has some space for the shot. It's blocked away by Whittle. Whittle throws it right back into the hands of Madagascar. Sarobidi tries to find Rakotinirina. Game clock has moved to 4:40. A wild two-point attempt from Sidoni. Megan Whittle a bit more composed in that attempt, but also misses. And the rebound is chased down by Tokunlaina. Tokunlaina, nice pass in. You have the kick out and the mid-range shot, not gonna get there. Frustration for Madagascar, another opportunity to score. And we got a whistle on the floor. It's now a 3-point game. Australia have managed to maintain their lead. Sorry, still a 2-point game. Australia managed to maintain their lead. Megan Whittle. Way off target. Now with 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this game, it's been very low scoring. And Whittle to get us started up top. Turnover for Madagascar. Whittle is hustling. Madagascar is hustling too. Managed to get the deflection and stop what would have surely been an easy lay-in for Australia. It's still a 2-point game. 3:59 on the game clock. It's been a low-scoring outing for both sides. But Madagascar are fighting, and they're fighting hard. Remember, the winner of this game will advance to the main draw that will be played later this afternoon in Shanghai, China, with the first game being played at 3 p.m. local time. And we'll be right there with you, taking you through the action, which will continue until the evening, right around 9:10. It's all going down here at Shanghai Global Harbor. as we get back into this Pool A, qualifying draw Pool A matchup. Again, another defensive effort from Madagascar to force Australia into shot clock violation. Sidoni up top. Feeds Rakotinirina. We got a 2-ball attempt. And big boards from Rakotinirina. Look at the hustle from Madagascar. Kick out for the 2. Yes! Madagascar 1 point away from Australia. And what a game they are playing as Basham off the mark. But we got a foul on Sidoni. And that's going to be the 8th team foul for Madagascar. So 2 free throws for Australia, who have been struggling from the free throw line. And they might have managed to make more distance if they've been knocking down their free throws. Another one that comes up short, Hannah Hank. She's used to making these in her sleep. So very uncharacteristic for Australia to miss their free throws, but the pressure is on. Hank finally connects. Back to a 2-point game. Tokin Laina, spin move. And lost the handle on the attempt, so she'll... All possession goes back to the Kangaroos. Emma Clark up top. Clark with the attempt. Clark finds daylight. Manages to create some distance here for Madagascar. It's a 4-point game. Ravaka with the quick response. This pressure. Clark feeling good. No go. Seven on the shot clock. Madagascar doing so well. Right at the defender. Runner is good from Ravaka. It's back to a 2-point game. And then Madagascar didn't have the steam to make that defensive stop. And then pass is too long. There's a turnover for Madagascar. Australia now under 2:20 to go in this game. Whittle from downtown. Not going to get there. Tokin Laina manages to draw the foul. She'll shoot 2 from the free throw line. And if she makes both, it will be back to a 1-point game. A lot of pressure here for Tokin Laina as she misses her first free throw. She's been key for keeping the offense flowing for Madagascar. And she could be key right now if she makes this free throw in keeping Madagascar in this game. Tokin Laina misses both free throws. Madagascar with the possession. This time she goes from beyond the arc and makes it count. Oh my goodness. Madagascar 1 point away from Australia. Less than 2 on the clock. And ball goes out of bounds. I think it was last touch Clark. Yes, it was. And now the pressure is on Australia as things become very real here. Rakotinirina pass was too long from Tokin Laina, so another turnover. And these turnovers will come back to haunt them if they lose this game. And there's not too much that Rakotinirina could have done right there against Hannah Hank, as she got great positioning. And now Madagascar looking like they don't have the steam to finish out this game, as Australia realizing what's on the line. Back to a 3-point lead. Created some distance. As we have a foul on the floor. It's going to be Australia's 5th team foul. 1:20 to go. Madagascar have stayed close. Australia have had a scoring burst in the last 1 minute. And they were able to create some distance. Are they able to maintain it through to the final whistle? We're about to find out. Tokinlaina on the drive. Nice right-handed finish. Whittle. Cross. Great composure. Hank grabs the board down. Whittle now. Wide open too. She's robbed. Australia trying to keep things alive, but it's going to be Madagascar ball. It's a 2-point game. Madagascar could even out the score from distance. They're looking hungry. The pressure continuing to pile here as Whittle pokes the ball out of bounds. Rakotunirina goes right at Hank. Hank, great defense. And then it's going to be a foul, which will send Hank to the free throw line. Australia have not been doing a great job from the free throw line, but right here is where these baskets really count. Moments like these. She has a chance to create some even more distance from Madagascar and close out the game more comfortably than what they've experienced for the better part of this game. Connects on the first. Gets the second to drop as well. And now Madagascar really with no more fouls to give. With 9 team fouls here as Ravaka off the mark. And it looks like Australia could close out this game with a win. A late 2 ball, not going to get there. Whittle, patient. Yes, sir. Hits it from deep, and that could do it. Australia now at 17, Madagascar 11. 14 on the game clock. Hank chases it down, keeps things alive for Australia. And all Australia need to do is just hang on these last 3 seconds to get the victory. But what a game from Madagascar. Their defensive effort against this strong Australian squad has been impressive. But nothing beats experience. On Australia know exactly how to close out games. They know exactly how to get the dub when the pressure is high. These are situations that they've been accustomed to, and that is exactly what they do in this match right here against Madagascar. As the end of the road is here for Madagascar, they'll be going back home as Australia will be the first team from the qualifying draw to advance to the main draw. Some kinks Australia needs to work out as they face the remaining teams in the main draw. As Madagascar have a moment, they should be proud of themselves. They can pat themselves on the back. The scoreline 18-11 doesn't tell the full story. They put on an amazing effort. But at the end of the day, only one team can move on out of Pool A, and that team is going to be Australia. Enjoy these highlights. We got more basketball coming up. That's going to be the team roster for Team China, who will be playing the final game coming out of qualifying draw, Pool B against Thailand. We saw them in the stands earlier on doing final scouting against this Thailand squad that looked very strong playing against Takasaki. They took that victory 21-10. See them having fun as they head out onto the floor. This is a unit that has now stepped into what I would say another level of confidence this season. They've stuck together. The last couple of years, they've grown together. They've become more comfortable on the 3x3 playing field and are now being able to look eye to eye with elite global 3x3 teams and give them a run of their money, for their money. So speaking of elite global teams, China definitely ticks that box. So this is going to be a very exciting matchup as the physical China side will play against the finesse and style of Thailand. This is the final qualifying draw game of the day. Earlier on, we saw Australia take down Madagascar 17-11. So they will join Pool C with Ulaanbaatar and Czechia. And the winner of this game will join Pool D with Neftchi Sokar from Azerbaijan and Amsterdam from the Netherlands. As the teams continue to get warmed up here, China and Thailand, plenty of history there. They regularly play against each other. As we get started, Thailand looking to draw first blood. They do at the hands of Summit. Xiao, not able to connect. Summit up top. They got to keep an eye on the shot clock. It's 4 seconds to go. Kun Chuan gets it to Udomsuk. Udomsuk step back two, isn't going to get there. Wang Xie, she wants it back. The ball is stolen by Udomsuk, who clears and goes right back at her defender. Misses the reverse lane, Yang to clear. Wang Xie putting her defender on a spin cycle and then misses everything. Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan shoots a deuce and gets Thailand to a quick 3 points with under a minute of game played here. This is Thailand's first outing in the 2026 Women's Series. And I'm sure they'll be looking to establish themselves as a force to be reckoned with in the 2026 season as Wong Tafa gets a high off the glass finish. It's great defense from Thailand. They're being disruptive. They're in the passing lanes. Kun Chuan now thought about the pass. Decided to take matters into her own hands. Left-handed finish through the contact and one. She'll head to the free throw line, try to make this a 2-point play. Kun Chuan converts. Thailand now get to 6. Got a 5-point lead against this China squad. Wen Xie. Nice give and go play with Yang. Kun Chuan bounce pass, and we got a whistle on the floor. That was an off the ball foul on China. Going to be their second team foul. Summit up top, trying to set something up. Gets it to Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan saw space, took the shot, gets her own rebound, misses the attempt, and Yang looking a little bit sluggish in that low block. Kun Chuan definitely the faster big between those two matchups. Gana Jing, she's off. Yang takes her time with it. And we got a reset up top. 7:52 gone, or to go in this game. Samat, she's got Yang all over her. Throws up a prayer, great defense from Yang. Yang wants it back. She's got to be careful with those 3 seconds. She had a clear mismatch advantage. Don't know why she didn't just take it to Samat. And that time gets caught flat-footed. Kun Chuan makes her pay. Wang Xie into Yang. Yang. We know she can take and make that 2-point shot. She misses it that time, and then now we got a foul on the floor. It's an offensive foul. As Thailand have a quick conversation. Oh, it was a defensive foul. So it's gonna be Wang Tafa up top. Wang Tafa goes right at Gana Jing. That's a matchup that should be exciting. Two very evenly matched players. Wang Tafa now to clear it. Domsik to Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan taking advantage of the speed and the quick first step that she has against Yang. And that's just smart basketball from her, recognizing what she has presented before her and knowing how to attack. Thailand making the right reads, and that's giving them the 5-point lead here with 6:39 to go. We got our first TV timeout on the floor. Back to the action here. And Xia misses the free throw. To Domsik. She's fouled. Need to confirm if it was on the shooting attempt or on the floor. Looks like it was on the floor. So Thailand get a fresh shot clock. Domsik now at the wing, trying to shake her defender. She is so good with her footwork. The scoop play isn't going to get there, though. Gana Jing now tries to float the pass in. China does a good job of drawing the foul. We have a substitution back onto the floor, Kun Chuan, and she makes such a difference for Thailand when she's on the floor. The most complete player on the squad, able to do it all, really. She has physicality on the court, even if she doesn't have the size to match up with the bigger teams. Very versatile forward. This time she shoots, gets her own rebound. Again, taking advantage of her speed, wasn't able to convert that possession. You can see how much that frustrates her. But she is really taking Yang out of position and keeping Yang on her toes, literally. High shot, chase down, ball goes out of bounds by Samat. So it's going to be white ball up top. Wang Xie trying to feed it in. But a holding foul called on Odomsuk. This game is flying by. 5:43 on the clock. Xiao gets it into Wang Xie. Wang Xie, left-handed finish, no problem for her. It's a 3-point game. Wang Tafa now, she's got Yang on her. She knows she has the speed advantage, even if she doesn't have the height. And look at that footwork. Again, Thailand making all the right leads. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Now 3. China have to make a decision. They go with the shot. Rebound, chased down by Ningyun Shao. The shot is good. Udomsuk with a quick response. And that's what 3x3 is about. You don't have time to celebrate all the time. Sometimes you do have time to celebrate, but it's about making quick decisions. And reaction time is paramount. Thailand didn't give China any time to rejoice about that made basket. As Gana Jing fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds. It's going to be back into the hands of Thailand, who now have a 3-point lead. China still very much within reach. 4:50 to go in this game. Got a whistle on the floor. Blue ball. Kunchuan gives the Domsik the screen, just enough space to let go a shot. Domsik wasn't able to convert. China chases down and saves the ball. They managed to keep things alive. Gana Jing now. Got another foul on the floor. It's going to be Thailand's 4th as the game starts getting a little bit more physical as the pressure piles. Remember, the winner of this matchup will play in Pool D and will join Neftchi and Amsterdam. As I like to say, from frying pan to fire. That's going to be a tough pool to come out of and get to the knockout stage, which will be played tomorrow. Gana Jing creates some space, has a good look at the floor. Great hustle from Meng Yin Shao, but greater defense from Thailand. Here comes Summit. Summit showing off her bag. Oh, look at the no-look pass into Wang Tafa. And Wang Tafa is called for the tribal violation. But Summit, eyes on the back of her head, my goodness. Love to take another look at that in the highlight reel. Remember, we are active on all our social media pages. On Instagram, we are at FIBA 3x3W. And you can get some more up-close and high HD content on that page. And also see some fun photos behind the scenes of what goes on at a FIBA 3x3 Women's Series event. So make sure you give us a follow. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you like and subscribe to this page so you don't miss out on any major FIBA 3x3 events for the women and the men. Kunchuan gets it to Udomsuk. Udomsuk with a slight hesitation. Great defensive effort. But Thailand managed to convert on that possession. Gana Jing pulls the trigger. Bang, bang! Gana Jing makes it a 2-point game with 3 minutes and 32 seconds on the clock. Huge 2-ball for China. Very, very important in keeping them in this game. Kun Chuan now gets it to Wang Tafa. Wang Tafa decides to go for the lay-in. She doesn't have the space to make that shot. And now there's a scramble for the ball. Thailand managed to get the possession with Domsuk unable to connect. Wang Tafa cleans up the mess and almost gets tripped up by the Wilson. And we got an off the ball screen. That's going to be a foul, and I believe it's going to be China's 6th. Yes, indeed, it is. So now every single foul that China has is going to be free throws for Thailand, who have managed to maintain the lead for the better part of the game. Udomsuk, head fake, gets the space she wanted, but not the legs to finish it. It's going to be an air ball. Gana Jing tries to get the pass in. That's great hands from Samat. Samat now shakes off one defender, gets it to Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan almost losing her footing. Back to Samat. That two-woman play working so well, but they weren't able to complete the execution with the bucket. And Domsuk saw that pass coming with the steal. Look at the joy and intensity that they are playing with. They smell blood in the water, but there's still time in this game. China don't have too many opportunities to make big mistakes as Udomsik goes to the line. She will shoot 2. Try and create some even more distance. Domsik rolls the first free throw in. Second one is good too. Thailand now with a 5-point lead as we got another foul assessed on the floor. This time Yang is going to have the ball up top. Let's have a look at what play they're going to go with. Hand off to Gana Jing. Yang fighting her way for positioning as Gana Jing, beautiful finger roll finish, gets China to 10 points. Udomsuk, she's got her defender all over her, trying to draw the foul. She's not going to get the call that she wanted. Excellent defense from Wang Xia. And they're going to go with the same play. Yang up top. Gets it to Gana Jing. Spacing, a bit wanting for Team China. They weren't able to connect on that shot. Wang Tafa into Kun Chuan. Kun Chuan creating space for her to finish. Beautiful lay-in for Thailand. Back to a 5-point lead. Wang Xia. Look at the defense from Thailand. They are applying serious pressure against the team from China. We got another timeout on the floor. This time Team China take their timeout. Trying to have an important conversation. They're down 5 with 1:28 left on the clock in front of a home crowd that is eager to see all Chinese teams at this stop succeed. But Thailand have something to say about that. They are playing like they want it all. They want the victory. They want the championship. They want all the wins. And you'd love to see it as Samat will get us started as we now get into the final minute and a half here of this game. Wong Tafa. Handoff to Samat. Samat off the mark. Gana Jing trying to draw the foul. Talked about that matchup between Samat and Gana Jing and how they play against each other. Will come down to the winner of that will come down to who is the most efficient player. Gana Jing gets the ball back. Left-handed lay-in. Yes! Count it! China are still in this game. Down 4 now. They're going to have to convert every single possession. Wong Tafa trying to shake off Gana Jing, and a double dribble has been called on Wong Tafa. Great defense from Gana Jing as she heads to the box to have a seat and a breather and ideally come back in with more steam in the final seconds. We've got under a minute of game left here, ladies and gentlemen. Wang Xia gets it to Yang. Yang from downtown. Yang puts China back 2 points away from Thailand and back in the conversation of a win in this matchup. The pressure is on. Kun Chuan lines up the midi and gets it to go. As Yang, the mismatch was just too big to not take full advantage of, and that's exactly what she did. Under 10 seconds to go in this game. Udamsuk to Kunchwan almost loses it. It's a 2-point game, and they just have to hang on to win it. 1.3 on the clock now. Kunchwan is giving her all. But she got to hang in there for another 1.3 seconds as we've got a timeout on the floor. China now at 17 fouls, so both teams in the bonus. A foul from Thailand could send them to the free throw line, and they could even out the score to send this game into overtime. We've had some exciting games in the qualifying draw. And it's just a small taste of what we'll experience later on today as we get into the main draw. Very high level of competition at this Shanghai stop. Listen, the girls have come to play, and I love to see it. China have something written up. They got to play on deck. Yang forces the shot. No foul called. It's going to be Thailand who walk away with the dub just by a whisker. 16-14, and Thailand will advance to Pool D and join FG Sokar and Amsterdam in the main draw. What an incredible fight from the team from Thailand, as China, who have at least gone to the quarterfinals, at least gone to the main draw in the previous stops of this 3x3 women's series. Unfortunately, it's the end of the road for them here. That's the final score on your screens from this qualifying draw Pool B matchup. It will be Thailand who advance. And that takes us to the end of the qualifying draw stage, ladies and gentlemen. As you enjoy these highlights here, we're going to take a break and then be back here at 3 p.m. local time for the main draw. You do not want to miss it. We've got an exciting lineup of games for you as we continue to take a look at some of these highlights. Incredible performance from Thailand. They got production from all the players on the floor, but China were fighting back. Woman of the match for me has to be Kun Chuan, who was getting it done on all ends of the floor. She really stepped into her role as the most complete player on the squad. She was making defensive stops. She was taking full advantage of her speed against Yang and was able to contribute offensively in a major way. China fought back. They had some clutch two balls from beyond the arc. And things just weren't working for them the way they should. They struggle with turnovers when they're under pressure, and that's exactly what Thailand do best. They know how to get teams out of rhythm. They know how to force turnovers. So that will do it for the qualifying stage here at Shanghai Global Harbor. And we'll be right back here at 3 p.m. local time for the main draw.